So first off, I'll be playing in normal difficulty. Look, before anyone mentions, normal is stupid easy. I'm aware of this, and I also don't want to spend an eternity beating the bosses, for reasons I'll explain later. What I want to find out and tell you is how many total Pikmin is needed to beat the story, not how many is needed to say beat sections of the game, although I've made an extra challenge for bosses. I want to know by the end how many total Pikmin we needed to get in total to beat the game. If I accidentally kill Pikmin, I can restart today if I want, because dead Pikmin counts towards the total Pikmin we've needed. Now, what is this extra challenge to bosses? Well, I'll be trying to defeat them with the bare minimum of Pikmin, and I'll have it listed in the description how many Pikmin or Pikmin I used, but check it out after the video. I haven't exactly used the absolute minimum, because you could beat some bosses with just one Pikmin and a lot of patience, so my scores are beatable, but I'm just setting a bar for anyone to beat. So for example, I know the bare minimum required of total Pikmin by the end is going to be 20 no matter what, because you can't get past the tutorial without keeping 20 to push the box. And I can't just kill those Pikmin so I have one left the next day, because as said, perished Pikmin counts to the total Pikmin needed. So that's why I'm going to find out what the minimum amount of Pikmin needed in total is. Not the exact number, but pretty close. So stick around and enjoy This intro is long enough. Also self-awareness, I'm sorry. Alright, welcome. I'll probably have an intro before this. We'll be using normal difficulty, just so this doesn't take 5 years to record. But point of this is, it's basically just going to be me trying to use as minimum amount of Pikmin possible. I'll go over some rules in the intro of this, and I hopefully talked about them then, which I did. What's the actual minimum? And that's what we're going to find out today. Without further ado, we're going to start up normal mode. Now, with this beginning section, which is also a tutorial, the Pikmin you get here or use aren't permanent. At the end of the story, these 30 you get here aren't added, so therefore these Pikmin aren't counted as needed, although I will count as you need at least 1 to break the mushrooms. So I will remember that you need 1 to the total counter. Now, I'm not gonna get that back. However, I will return these. I might need rocks later. But that's not. So the minimum amount of max Pikmin right now would be 26. If I didn't get these 4 extra rocks, which I'll tell you why. I got them. But anyway, here's the first boss. We're gonna have to kill him with 20 Pikmin, which is not a lot, and we definitely won't be able to kill him super quick. Like usually, I just go up here and charge a red, and then he super dies. I mean, he kinda dies. We do a lot of damage. I love the bosses in this game. Or we just kill them. There's boss 1 killed, and I used 20 Pikmin, 10 rock, 10 red, and I probably could have used less actually. Forgot to mention, today we're getting 20 more Pikmin, so that means our total Pikmin count is at 50. So, yeah. Well, my total is 50. Now, the minimum is currently 46 because I did get 4 extra rock Pikmin, but also this day is a challenge because I wanted to beat the boss within a day and also not kill any Pikmin. And we're gonna break this wall to kill that rat. Run, please, dude. Okay, well, that was easy. And then we just wait. Oh. Hey, Rock. We're I will need 20 yellows. So I'm not sure if you actually need 20 yellows for this, but you're certainly not going to win with less than 10, since you need 10 to power the electricity to stun the boss. So maybe 10 yellows with spicy spray is the minimum for this boss, but I haven't tested it, so I'm not sure, but maybe it's possible. And this is what we need all 24. Which, to actually kill him, we could just use one red. But what I'm saying is, we could just kill him by using one red, but since I brought 20 yellows, I activated something within the boss room with 20, which was needed. 20 is needed to solve this puzzle here. To solve the puzzle here. Even if I, as I said, could just kill the boss with one, I need 20 in this case to make the boss vulnerable, which then means that I did need 20. And so we did it. Yes, you read that right. To beat the third boss, all you could use is legit just one Pikmin. You can't use just your fist because you have to dig, and since you need one Pikmin to trigger the boss, minimum Pikmin is 1. And you will see how many I use. Right here. And I have a strat. And we're gonna go fight the boss. I go in with one. So I guess I'll just use the bomb. So stupid me picked up the bomb before I went to the arena because I forgot you had to actually dig something. And the Pikmin can't dig if they're holding a bomb. We're leaving. And so basically, this boss is just... The minimum is one Pikmin, and since I could use bombs, I was okay with it. So I just used one Pikmin the entire boss, and I just ran back and forward, just getting bombs and throwing them when he went underground. And then they did whatever extra damage I could when he was above the ground. And that's basically all about this boss battle is. So yeah. And I don't think there's gonna be any lower amount than one Pikmin because you have to, as I said, you have to dig, and so that means you must bring one Pikmin. And you can't dig without one Pikmin. So this is the absolute lowest amount of Pikmin to beat this boss.
Nice.
And then there aren't many challenges ahead. I thought it would take a way longer time, but just wait until we get to the 5th and final boss. There's some funny stuff that happens. So for some reason there's still one Pikmin, pink Pikmin here, one winged Pikmin here. We're just gonna leave him there, okay? Because we're not using him. So we weren't meant to have 61, so he's just gonna die. The total is 60. Alright, so we're going to kill the boss now. I'm gonna say that you need 10 Pikmins to defeat the Scornet Maestro. Can obviously be lowered, but I don't have the patience to kill him with less Pikmins, so I'm gonna kill him with these. Another boring battle, not difficult. So yeah, I used 10 total Pikmin because as stated, I didn't want to be here all day. So kinda disappointing, but using less Pikmin here would just take longer, not harder. Alright, we killed the boss, yay, finally. Also, I sort of lost the footage of the first bit of damage, but you didn't miss anything major, just bringing only 7 Pikmin. That's right, bringing less Pikmin to a harder boss. Now sure, these are 4 red and 3 rock, which probably have better stats than wing and yellow, but you get the point. So, let's do this. And so during this fight, I'll be taking my time targeting one foot, and then cautiously attacking the core without the tongue slurping up my Pikmin. Okay, that was just a weird sound. Oh! So I may or may not have just killed 4 of my Pikmin. um. So for this part, not much happens, except I'm getting chased by a mysterious blob. So take your guess, and now, guess now what I will use to kill the final boss with, and bonus points if you guess how many. If anyone even watches this, then comment. That's right, only my favorite Pikmin, 10 rocks. Now, why am I bringing rocks, and 10 to be precise? Well, I got 4 extra rocks at the beginning to speed up things up, and the rocks are immune against almost all of the Plasm Wraith's attacks. So that's why. Rocks can't be crushed by the crystal cube. Rocks can't be picked up and eaten. This attack, he puts Pikmin on a stick and he eats them, but rocks can't be penetrated. And of course, the electricity orb doesn't kill anything, so if rocks are strong in almost every way, of course they won't die. So, well, what can kill rocks? The only attacks I have to worry about are fire and water, because the rock's leaf can burn and rocks can drown. I guess they drown now. Probably has to do something with the leaf. And so it's done. I could have optimized some bosses Pikmin needed counts. This isn't the absolute minimum needed or that you have to get, but I hope whoever watched this enjoyed and maybe learned something about Pikmin 3 Deluxe. And so here are the results. Keep in mind, one pink/wing Pikmin death didn't count, so if you add it up in this run of the game, I needed 64 negative -1, so 63 Pikmin needed. if I was more optimized, I could have gotten 57 as my total, since 20 reds at start, plus 6 rock, plus 20 yellows, and then you need 10 wings to proceed, so you get 10 wings and then just 1 blue that you are forced to get. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm saying this again, but just in case someone really watched this far. So maybe you could leave a like, and I'll do more videos just like this one in the future. I did spend twice as much time making this video. Instead, I could have just had 2 funny moments videos, but I really wanted to make this. So anyway, thanks for watching, and roll the outro.